Ndps Act, Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substance Act, was enacted in India to implement the provision of Convention of Psychotropic Substances in 1971 and 1988, a convention against illicit traffic against narcotic and psychotropic substances, uh, Vienna, and both held in Vienna. This act repeals the and renders obsolete three previous acts, that is Opium Act 1857, Opium Act 1878, Dangerous Act 1930. Ndps has been amended thrice in 1988, 2001 and 2014. The term narcotic, the legal sense is quite different. That is, a narcotic could be an opiate, a true narcotic. Cannabis, non-narcotic. Cocaine, the very antithesis of a narcotic, since it is a stimulant. The psychotropic substances, that is, psychotropic substance refers to as mind-altering drugs. Reference to mind-altering is LSD, phencyclidine, benzodiazepine, barbiturate, amphetamine, methoquinone, mescaline, psilocybin, DMT, MDMA. The Ndps Act imposed a complete prohibition in the cultivation of coca, poppy, cannabis, and the manufacture of sale, purchase, use of transport of any substances, narcotropic, psychotropic, except for medical or scientific purposes. Okay. Next is about the punishment. Punishment is a minimum for any of us committed under the Act is 10 years of rigorous imprisonment and a fine of 1 lakh, while the maximum punishment in 20 years rigorous imprisonment and 20 lakh, a fine of 20 lakh. There is also sufficient scope under the Ndps Act for enhanced punishment of repeat offense for the, especially after previous conviction, which includes the imposition of even in a death penalty. The minimum quantity of drugs of seizure in repeat offense for imposition of death penalty is opium 10 kg, morphine 1 kg, codeine 1 kg, heroin 1 kg, thebaine 1 kg, cocaine 0.5 kilogram, hashish 20 kilogram, LSD 0.5 THC, that is tetrahydrocannabinol 0.5 gram, 1.5 kilogram in amphetamine, methaquinone, and salt and preparations. And to be considered an offence for first time member, the minimum quantity seized should be equal to over 250 gram to 250 milligram for heroin. To constitute an offence the first time around, the minimum quantity of seized should be equal or 250 milligram of heroin, 5 gram of hashish or charas, 5 gram of opium, 125 milligram of cocaine, 500 gram of ganja. A new chapter, that is 5A, was introduced in the Act 1989 to provide for the investigations, freezing, seizure, fortified of in narcotic drugs and psychotropics. This chapter prohibits any person from holding any property derived from drugs and trafficking, authorizes officers empowered under the Act to investigate, identify, and seize such property. The chapter also set out a quasi-judicial procedure for the forfeiture of such a property, consequent to which shall be vested in the central government. In addition to person directly involved in trafficking narcotic drugs and psychotropic, any person who finances who finances traffic in or harbor a person involved in trafficking or abets a party to criminal conspiracy, including a criminal conspiracy or a commit an offense outside India, is also liable to the same scale of punishment. However, immunity from the prosecution is given to however immunity from prosecutions is given to addicts volunteering for detoxification. Section 64A of Ndps Act states that any addict who is not charged with an offence punishable under 15 to 25 or Section 27A and who voluntarily seek to undergo medical treatment for detoxification or de-addiction from a hospital or an institution maintained or recognized by the central government, by the government or a local authority can undergo such a treatment shall not be liable to prosecution under Section 27 of the Act once in his lifetime. Okay, once in his lifetime only. That is Section 15 to 21, 27A. Okay, a granted may be withdrawn if the addict does not undergo the complete treatment. In such circumstances, the accused shall be prosecuted for the said offence. Further, the Act makes a distinction between possession of personal consumption and trafficking. The punishment for the being limited to 1 year only. 1 year only. Application of this provision subject to following two qualifications. The quantity of the drug involved in the offence should be a small quantity as specified by the central government. Onus is on the accused to establish that the drug in the question was meant for personal consumption, not for a sale or distribution. Anyone who involves a small quantity with a 1 year, the small quantity with a rigorous imprisonment for a term may extend to 1 year, with a fine extend to 10,000 rupees, where the contravention involves a quantity less than the commercial quantity but greater than the small quantity, which may extend quantity but greater than the small quantity with rigorous imprisonment for a term which may extend to 10 years plus which fine up to 1 lakh, where the contravention involves a commercial quantity with a rigorous imprisonment for a term shall not be less than 10 years but which may extend to 20 years and a fine of and a fine shall not be less than 1 lakh, but which may extend to 2 lakh when the contravention involves a commercial quantity with a rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than 10 years but may extend to 20 years, and also a fine shall not be less than 1 lakh but may extend to INR 2 lakh. Thank you.